Thank you for showing up on this summer night, the first summer night of 2021. The main purpose of our gathering is to amplify the light that each of us holds, and to this season in particular, to find a balance with the sometimes delicate energy of our own inner light in the face of all this big energy around us, this pull to be out in the world, especially as things look like they are optimistically shifting in terms of our public health. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up on this summer night, the first summer night of 2021. You could have been anywhere. We are aware of this. So the fact that you chose to be here with us tonight means so much to both Stacy and myself. And if you are feeling interactive and would like to share where you are from, this would be the moment that we would love to see in the chat where you are joining us from. And we see that someone already logged in from Oregon, and we've got some local friends. Oh, Virginia Beach, Chicago, Illinois has given a sign of life. Chardon, Ohio. Okay, a little further east. Welcome. Santa Fe, gorgeous New Mexico. Welcome, friends from all these places. One of the reasons we ask is to have all of us feel interconnected and connected that way. Some of you might have that map in your mind, and the little lights shine in the cities and the countries maybe where folks join us from. Litchfield Township, Ohio, welcome. Oh, and Federal Way, Washington, and Lodi, thank you and welcome. So I am joining you from the eastern suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio, and this is land of Erie and Mississauga people. And with that, I pass my microphone over to my co-host, Stacy Pickering.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you all. It's always a great pleasure to be here and to co-host with Olga and to gather with all of you, no matter the physical distance. We get to be together, and that feels meaningful, so thank you. And as Olga mentioned, we in Northeast Ohio are on the land of the Erie and Mississauga people, and we encourage you to take a moment to acknowledge the first people of the land where you are living, where you are sitting or standing or laying right now. And if you do not know their names, to just hold that place of honor, and we'll share a resource with you in a follow-up email where you can use an interactive map to learn the names of the indigenous people and the names of the original names of the land where you live. So we encourage you to check that out and to take this moment to hold not only those people in honor, but also the other than human beings who have held relationship with this land and who hold relationship here still, and with whom we are all in relationship with every breath that we breathe in and out. Maybe we can all consciously take a breath in and out and just breathe into that relationship. And acknowledging the people who came before us in our own families, feeling into the back of our bodies and behind us, and feeling our own ancestors and the experiences of their lives and our own that brought us to this moment where we are presently in circle together, and into the great mystery ahead and all that we do not yet know that we are in relationship with. We hold all the beings in a place of honor and give gratitude. And I will pass the mic back over to Olga, and we will introduce each other.
This might be my favorite part where I get to welcome everyone and introduce Stacy Pickering, who is a holistic wellness practitioner, a musician, a sound therapy practitioner. She's a yogini, a meditation guide, a group ecotherapy, facilitator and performance artist, and a creative mover. We met as dancers many years ago, and these days in her classes and workshops, she guides participants through explorations of breath, movement, stillness, sound, and silence to a place of awareness within. I am grateful for Stacy's presence in my life and how she guides me to that place of awareness within and has helped me find my way, especially in this last year through the pandemic. She really does find a way to weave together the natural world, whether we're indoors or outdoors, to the inner landscape, and always nourishing, uplifting, edifying work. Co-creating with Stacy has been a dream come true for me, and I'm in such gratitude for these hours that we've spent to arrive at this moment today. And I'm excited to welcome everyone and to co-create here tonight with Stacy Pickering. So please follow her on all the socials if you aren't already. Go ahead, Stacy.
Thank you, Olga. And I will mirror what Olga said, that it's a dream come true to collaborate with Olga in these offerings. And it has also been a real anchor for me during the pandemic to be receiving care from Olga remotely. Olga has a masterful way of guiding us into our own inner knowing so that we can access our tools of being whole and well, of knowing our wholeness and wellness. And she's masterful at knowing the anatomy and physiology as a massage therapist for many years, decades, and she does that quite beautifully from a distance as well as in person. She's offering full packages for your well-being, which include coaching as well as body work remotely or in person. And I so highly recommend connecting with her on that. She also is coaching people like myself, on women entrepreneurs in particular, through really finding the true path for your heart and soul work and how to bring it into the world. And I can't say enough about how life-changing that has been for me. So I highly recommend that you connect with Olga in the various ways on social media and all the ways that we will share with you. So thank you all for being here, and thank you, Olga, for collaborating with me.
So sweet. We're so excited to be here with you tonight. And the main purpose of our gathering is to amplify the light that each of us holds. And to this season in particular, to find a balance with the sometimes delicate energy of our own inner light in the face of all this big energy around us, this pull to be out in the world, especially as things look like they are optimistically shifting in terms of our public health ways and status. So here we are gathering on Zoom in this continually socially distant and safe way, this new way, this digital life way where we can be in so many different time zones and yet together at the same time. And we're grateful for your presence. And thank you to all of you who made donations. Those donations go directly to our livelihoods. This is our work these days. We have transitioned in many ways from that in-person hands-on full-time work to be able to serve in this magical, remote, distant way I am resistant to the word virtual because this is very real work. We make changes, we influence how people feel, how they navigate their days and their weeks after our sessions, and very real transformations happen, nothing virtual there. So thank you for your donations, and we'll be posting in the chat again our PayPal and Venmo information if you haven't done that through Eventbrite, and either way is fine. And if you're here just to enjoy us as well, that is most welcome. And many ways to support us besides financially, again, through that social media following. I have not been posting, you might have noticed I've been quiet, but I will show up at some point. And to share us with your friends, especially if you're not on social media, to forward our emails that we send to you, to invite them to these events, to sign up for our complimentary exploratory sessions. If you don't work with us one-on-one, each of us offers a complimentary exploratory session. So get that before that changes, because our schedules are filling up. So let's hear from you in the chat if you are willing to do that, if you are feeling interactive and have a yes to put for your support, that you are willing to forward our emails to your friends and invite people along to these events. And Stacy will tell us about the season and these beautiful cards. Thank you.
Thank you, Olga. And so, yeah, I'd like to say a little bit about this particular few days here of the changing of the seasons. The summer solstice, the longest day of light. There's a tarot deck that I really love, and the cards or the archetypes that are associated with this time of year, I'd like to share with you. They are the green woman and the green man. If you're not looking at your screen, you're welcome to, or you can imagine the green woman and the green man. So this is the Wildwood Tarot, and I can share that with you either in the chat or certainly in the follow-up email. But it's a lovely Celtic deck. So I'll say a little bit about each of these and how these reflect the time we are in right now. So the Green Woman is a card and an archetype that represents fertility, abundance, the feminine life force, and nourishment. The way that the bright fire of the sun gives life to all beings at this time of year, and also the feminine aspect of receiving the plentiful life force that is available. She encourages us to deepen our bond with Mother Earth. She reminds us to tend to our inner well-being, even as the bright sun calls us out to work and play. We tend our fire so that we sustain our life force and don't burn out. We balance the light and the shadow and allow space for the whole of our beings. As we simultaneously move into Cancer season in the zodiac, this is a potent time for connecting with our emotional intelligence and sensitivity. And simultaneously, we recognize and honor the masculine aspects of this time of bright fire. This green man archetype represents the activation energy of summer solstice and the ways that we show up and take action. Green man is a fierce defender of Mother Earth. He reminds us of our place in the natural world, how we are nature, and how those of us in positions of power must be advocates for those human and other than human beings whose voices are not heard. The green man represents how our internal fire, when in balance, bestows confidence and assertiveness in us. And he's also warm and joyful and reminds us to play and celebrate the bounty of the season. And if you joined us for Beltane, you might remember this card, the Sun of Life, which represents this entire season of the returning of the light. And what the Wildwood says about this Sun of Life card and this time of our spirits being energized is this: we are made of the matter of the universe. Our physical bodies were created from the waste matter of the cooling and turning of the sun. We are truly at one with the cosmos, and the same interactions between matter and energy that bind the sun together work both within and through us, moment by moment. So it is a time for us to notice what we are growing and what we are tending and what we are giving our life force to. It's a time to pay attention to how we find and maintain the balance between action and rest, giving and receiving, and growth and renewal. And it is the purpose of our gathering together to honor this potent activating moment in the year and in our lives, and to honor our connections with each other. And with that, I will turn it over to Olga to honor the elements and directions.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for helping us orientate. We began with a bit of land acknowledgement to orientate ourselves in space where we are. And Stacy beautifully situated us in time, where we are in the wheel of the seasons and the turning of light. Continuing in that vein, where I'm sitting behind me, and wherever you are, you might know where the east is. So perhaps turning your physical body, or at least your awareness, your attention to the east, to the rising sun, the light, every day a new beginning, the element of fire, welcoming that vision, that spark of life, feeling warm, life force, inviting that energy throughout the whole body with every breath. And perhaps physically, and perhaps with awareness, turning to the south, moving clockwise to the element of air in the south, the renewal that every inhale and every exhale offer. The movement of the things like leaves in the trees, ideas in our minds. The movement of music and song and laughter. The clearance of stagnation, the creation of spaciousness, and the connection that the breath is between the body and that which is beyond the body. Feeling the breath connecting with the south, and either physically turning or perhaps turning the awareness one more step clockwise to the west, to the element of earth, to stability and support, to the nurturance and nourishment, patience that's brought to us, the structure that offers ideas, a home, and the possibility to grow. What is next? What is coming in the west? And turning either physically or with awareness to the north, to the element of water. Here in northeastern Ohio, we have the Great Lake Erie, and there might be a water source near you to connect with as the source, the place where waters converge, where streams come together. Fluidity, creativity, interactivity, the dance of life, emotional intelligence, intuition. and one of the most abundant elements in our human forms, in our bodies. Over 50% for sure, maybe 60, maybe 70. The little ones might be born nearly all liquid. Feel this fluidity in you, the moisture of your mouth and the moisture of the eyes. The knowing that you are liquid on the inside. The four cardinal directions, and we have the sky above, the direction of all that is above, the possibility in this horizon, as well as all that is below, the earth beneath, that which holds us all together. Connecting in these 6 dimensions and situating ourselves in this movement of time. We'll hear from Stacy with some sounds as we prepare.
So as you hear the sound of these chimes, I invite you to feel the connections between all of us, the way that we are gathered in circle. No matter the physical distance, we are here together. And we are connecting our individual lights and growing a fire between us. We are warmed, illuminated, and held here in community. And this light expands beyond this circle, touching all that we touch, and expands infinitely. Behind us is all that led to this moment, our ancestors, the paths we have walked. Perhaps we are carrying some things that we no longer wish to carry, that belong to the past. And we welcome you to lay anything you would like to release into this fire. Ahead of us lies the great mystery, the unknown, our infinite potential. We invite you to breathe into all that you wish to allow space for, all that you wish to nurture and create. Allowing your breath to feed and grow this fire, the fire of your intentions, and throughout our time together to release anything you don't wish to carry into this fire, knowing that you are held and supported as Olga will soon lead us into a Yoga Nidra practice. I invite you to add into the chat any intentions that you would like to be included in the Yoga Nidra guidance that Olga will offer. So anything you may want to let go of, or anything you may wish to create or allow more of, please type that into the chat.
Thank you, Stacy. And Koshi bells, beautiful sounds. We'll be moving into a Yoga Nidra practice. As Stacy invited you, there is still a moment to add into the chat intention or a request, something that might be nourishing for you to hear in the practice this evening. And in general, the practice is an invitation to be guided. Some people have an experience that is dreamlike or journey-like, and some people fall asleep, and that's just fine. And some people have a meditative experience, have an experience of connecting with themselves and their breath, and feeling more tuned in, as meditators tend to talk about these things. This is a practice that is very systematic, has certain specific stops, if you will, along the way, or transitions along the way, that will guide you into a state of a different brain wave length, a dreamlike state, in fact, somewhere between asleep and awake. And then it will guide you right out. Thank you. I'm seeing some suggestions come in: discipline and trust, and the letting go of uncertainty, doubt, and anxiety. Thank you. Beautiful examples of just the kinds of themes that work excellently. The folks that suggest them will get them especially to your ears in the language that you suggested. And all of us, I think, can benefit from being reminded to find our discipline and to trust into those things that do come with trustworthiness, as we let go of uncertainties, doubts, and anxieties. Beautifully, they're beautifully interconnected. Thank you. And I see the +1 there. That's right. Many of us can relate to these requests. For this practice, which lasts between 12 and 15 minutes. Thank you. One more. Health issues and to move beyond pain. Thank you, Jan. That's a very relatable one. I think many folks are somewhere in a journey with their bodies and pain and discomfort. So yes, we will weave that in. Thank you so much. Which is where we begin, really, with noticing what feels good and what might be making a sound, what might be yelling like pain in the body, what might be grumbling like an ache, murmuring somewhere in the body, tuning into the sounds that are interior, as well as the sounds around you. Perhaps you are somewhere where you can hear sounds outside of your own windows or beyond your doors. And perhaps you are in a place where you hear your own breath or your heartbeat. So making a momentary inventory, if you will, of what sounds are around you. And it doesn't matter where they're from. You're not needing to name them in any way. You're just letting your mind move around. And perhaps there's different sounds coming from just these instructions. Perhaps you might be hearing the different flexions and inflections of this voice, if this is where your focus is, and you might have headphones on. So as you listen to the sounds, I invite you to develop a threefold awareness. The awareness that there are sounds, we know this, we can hear them, and the awareness that there are ears that perceive the sounds, that collect these sound waves. And thirdly, there is the awareness itself, that which makes notice that the ears have perceived this thing of sound. So developing that threefold awareness, that there is a sound, there are the ears, and there is the awareness itself, welcoming that separation into the fold of this practice as your body becomes more comfortable and settled. And here again, the same invitation to notice that there might be sensations. There might even be pain somewhere in the body. Being present to that, welcoming that, acknowledging it. Acknowledging that the skin feels these sensations, perhaps somewhere in the muscle, perhaps in the joints. There is that feeling, that which feels the sensation. And the awareness, that which pays attention, that which picks it up and notices. And that's where we begin. We begin with this awareness of sensations and sounds. There might be tastes in the mouth, smells for the nose. You might receive in the threefold awareness. Oh, there's that thing. Oh, this part of my humanity, this sense, collects it, feels it. And I'm aware of this. This is what I'm aware of. I'm noticing that I'm noticing. Welcoming. Letting the body be as comfortable as you can get it. If there's any way to be more comfortable, if there's a way to satisfy any request from a joint, from a limb, placing each foot exactly where it wishes to be, each hand where it enjoys being placed the most. And turning to the breath, allowing the breath to be as free and as full as you're able to make this breath, allowing the breath to arrive. You might even want a yawn. You might even want to make a sound as you exhale. Everyone is on mute, so you might have the joy to hum or to moan or to sigh or hiss or roar as you exhale, inviting any response of exhale that feels good, that feels comforting, nourishing. The breath is the teacher of letting go. The exhale guides us multiple times a minute on the art of surrender. Let your exhales be as complete to welcome the inhales in turn. As you watch this breath and you know that you can trust this, that after the inhale comes the exhale, after the exhale comes an inhale. This is a pattern you can watch, knowing that even if you stop paying attention, it'll continue. And if you return with the attention, it'll be the same pattern. 4 parts to the breath: that inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause. Being with that breath awareness, letting the awareness drop into the body, this comfortable body. At any moment, if you need to increase your comfort, you do so. And if you can find stillness, if you can find settling, that's what we're teaching each of us ourselves, to self-soothe and to deepen that muscle, to settle, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of uncertainty, of anxiety. We have the capacity to land on earth completely, to connect with the breath, and to be aware of the body, and to move the awareness around the body, to notice the feet, each heel and each foot that walks the path, inviting rest, inviting settling. Into the toes on the right foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth, and on the left, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Allowing these toes to rest, the tops of the feet as they connect in the ankles, as they move to become the shins, the lower legs with the calves, welcoming and rest, softness. This body has been working through the winter and the spring. We have arrived at summer. To the right knee and the left knee and the thighs, and the backs of the thighs with their hamstrings, and the outer thighs, and the inner thighs that connect up to the groin, and the pelvic floor, and the buttocks right and left, and the hips together at the sacrum, at the back of the pelvis. The lower body here stepping into summer. Let the awareness fill the pelvis and the abdomen, the low back and the base of the chest. Let the awareness fill the spaces between each rib at the front, on the right side of the chest and the left side of the chest, and the back of the body. This awareness fills the spaces between the ribs of the chest and the rib cage on the back, and the left and the right, to the shoulder blades, and to that space in between the shoulder blades. What is there behind the heart? Let the breath fill this space behind the heart with confidence, with certainty, soothing it, anchoring in discipline and in trust. This place right behind the heart as if connected to the earth through the shoulder blades and into the armpits, up to the shoulders and down the arms, right and left upper arm, elbow, left and right forearm and wrist, right hand, left hand thumb, right hand index finger, left hand index finger, middle finger on the left and on the right, fourth finger on the right and on the left, little finger on the left and on the right. Be aware of the palms of the hands that hold this light, your light, connected to and from the heart, this connection of each hand to the heart and up to the throat, in the neck, to the chin and the lips, to the tongue and the mouth. Welcome the rest to the right cheek, to the left cheek, to the right ear and the left ear, the left cheekbone, the right cheekbone, the right eye, the left eye, the nose with its bridge, the eyebrows left and right, and the space between the eyebrows, that third eye, like a trap door to walk into the space of the mind, into the space of the closed eyes, the space inside the head. Be aware of the crown of the head and the back of the head. Let this rest and this light fill the head and the face. Welcome the breath of certainty, of confidence. Welcome the trust into the neck and shoulders, into the right and left arms, into the chest and upper back, through the abdomen and pelvis, the right leg, the left leg, together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body resting. Be aware of the whole body breathing. This is the practice of conscious awareness. This is the practice of following the awareness throughout the body, around the body, watching the breath within the body, always here, always present. The breath arrives and departs. Let the inhale bring exactly what you need. Let the inhale bring trust, bring discipline. Let the inhale bring confidence and certainty. Let the inhale soothe anxieties with this reminder that you are held upon this earth, nourished by this breath. And every exhale makes space to do that. Every exhale clears the way. Let go with every exhale, little by little. As big as the problems might be, what little part can be surrendered? What little part can be softened? Acknowledging humanity and the whole experience. Listening with this question, how do I wish to feel? Planting that wherever the body is longing to feel better, perhaps in the physical form, wherever there might be discomfort, tension. How do I wish to feel? What do I wish to place there? To fill that place with? And perhaps a non-physical part of you, perhaps there's a part of you wondering what to do, how to show up, where to go. And tuning into that, how do I wish to feel? How would it feel to know? How would it feel to trust? How would it feel to be confident? How do I wish to feel? Allowing the body to generate, to respond to this request. Perhaps holding it as a question, perhaps feeling something, perhaps wondering and reviewing ideas, perhaps memories, perhaps plans. There is no wrong way to do this, and there is no wrong personal way to take this practice. The body might be asleep, the mind might be asleep or awake. There might be an inspiration, there might be a vision, a knowing, and there might be quietness. It could even be that the uncertainty feels greater and larger, that the doubt feels even bigger. Trusting this question within the body. Paying attention to subtle movements, sensations, to any ideas, any memories, any cravings, listening to all of the languages of the body. And perhaps guidance will come later. Perhaps the body will dream the next steps. Perhaps the body will just know, but in a few days. So giving the mind and the body the space and the trust, the way the high tide and the low tide know when their time is there, the way the sun arrives into its apex like it does on the solar solstice, the summer high point. Feeling that trust in the rhythms of the seasons and the rhythms of this humanity, of your mind, of your body, the rhythms of the days and the nights, the rhythms of the seasons, the rhythms of contraction and expansions, the rhythms of healing. Holding your intention in your heart as Stacy seals this energy with the sound bath to hold this frequency. As you generate the answer to your question, how do I wish to feel today? Later, maybe tomorrow, maybe this season, this whole summer season. Inviting that in, generating that in.
As you follow the path of your breath through your body, allowing your body to change shape or position if that is something that you want or need. Letting this be a practice of honoring what the body wants and needs. Allowing every inhale to be an opportunity to breathe in spaciousness, to breathe into whatever you would like to grow and create, allow space for. Allowing every exhale to be an opportunity to release anything you do not wish to carry. An opportunity to feel the ways that you are held and supported. Every breath bringing us into relationship with all that breathes. Breath that wishes to have a sound. yourself to be exactly as you are for the next few moments. Beginning to notice the sound of your own breath. Noticing the beating of your heart. How your body is held and how your body is here on this earth and in this space where you are physically and in the circle here where we are gathered. Noticing any sensations in your body. You might even bring your hands onto any places on your body where that would feel good for you right now. Knowing that you are whole and complete, that this practice is complete, and noticing how your body might like to start to make some small movements. And feeling how the air feels on your skin, how it feels to breathe this air. And if you would like to make your way to sitting if you're lying down and would want to close the circle with us from sitting, then I invite you to do that, or to find whatever shape your body needs right now. And from wherever you are, feeling what is beneath you, holding you, and what is beneath all of us, this earth. Noticing what the air is giving that the body needs. Noticing what the light is giving that this body needs and all of the living beings are receiving. Feeling the ways that we are in relationship with each other as we breathe, and with all of the beings breathing, held by earth. Breathing gratitude to all of these elements, giving us life, supporting us, to yourself for the ways that you show up for yourself and for others. And gratitude to all who have gathered in this circle to amplify our light, to honor this important moment in the solar year. I think it means something that we are here together. I think that you are all brave for showing up again and again to hearts so tender. And may you know your wholeness. May you know this light that each breath may grow, and with the next exhale or 2 or 3, may you release anything you do not wish to carry beyond this gathering, and may you breathe into that which you wish to grow, create, and nourish. I thank you so much for being here, and I will pass the mic over to Olga.
Thank you, Stacy. Some of you might be very comfortable and wishing to stay right where you are. And some of you might be ready to transition to something next, especially if you're in an earlier time zone. It might be early evening or afternoon for you. Feeling into what you need and what you are, feeling and needing. And you might wish to touch the tips of the fingers to the tips of the thumbs. If you wish to wake up, that wakes the body up a little bit. And holding the earlobes and massaging along the edges of the ears, that helps get the nervous system woken, if that's what you need. And you might choose to keep in your restful, quiet, inward space. The beauty of this digital connection is that we can leave you in rest. This isn't a yoga studio. We don't need to clean you up in any way. So thank you for being here. You might continue to rest. You might choose to say hello to us. Again, our gratitude to all of you who support us with your donations and with your support of sharing our work and telling other folks. And we invite you, if you aren't already among our clients, to take us up on our one-to-one exploratory sessions to experience what we've developed. We've developed really something of wonder and of beauty and transformative power that we are excited to share with you. So with that, our program is complete. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and leave a comment about your experience. And while you're here, please subscribe to my channel and opt in for notifications to catch the next class I upload. And then head over to olgachwa.com to join in a live event or to work one-on-one with me. I'm here to help.